everyone. Lady Victorious Cosplay here. The other weekend was Wizard World Chicago. So I usually try to do it with my, recaps and hauls within a week. But just my life has been very busy the past couple of weeks. So, but I actually have time today. So let's talk about Wizard World Chicago. Overall, it was a really fun convention. I had so much fun, just cosplaying and hanging out with friends and seeing everyone. And I went to a couple of panels that were really great. It starts Thursday evenings, but I don't usually go on Thursday, just because since I commute, it can be kind of it's only open for a couple of hours. I don't usually go. So then my first day was Friday. That was a lot of fun. I wore my Captain America 2 undercover Black Widow cosplay, and then I actually asked my friend Rudy to do his Nick Fury with me. So that was a lot of fun. We had fun being all shieldy and incognito and stuff. One of my favorite comments was from someone was like, very incognito, that your Black Widow is very incognito. I'm like, that's the point. So that was just really fun. But yeah, my main objective for the day was just to visit all of my different friends' booths, because so many of them had booths this year at the convention. So kind of I was getting the general layout of the convention, learning where everything is, and then just visiting everyone else. So it was very low key, but it was also still a lot of fun because, I had my Nick Fury and then just hanging out with all my friends, seeing them with their booths and all that. I had a little fangirl moment. We were over at the Age of Geeks booth, and I saw just off in the distance John Barrowman. And I kind of freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's John Barrowman. So I was just kind of saying that to my friends, silently freaking out. And my friend Jesse, actually, I was pointing to where John was, and Jesse actually went over to him, tracked him down, and like, when we're me and my friend Lauren, we're kind of scurrying after him, and he actually talked to him and said hi and like shook his hand. I'm just kind of like, hi. So that was really fun. The next day, Saturday, I wore my Peggy Carter cosplay, the blue dress from the TV series. So like, I got my hair all in some nice pin curls and kind of had it looking pretty good. I kind of felt like my hair got a little bit better as the day went on. It's a very weird thing, hair like that. It's but anyways, I was kind of mostly on my own during the day, which was just because everyone already had their cosplay groups for the day and such, but it was nice because it gave me the freedom to go do some shopping, and just kind of go around, do what I wanted, and just go to some panels, and hang out with some friends. I did go to the Costumes with a Cause booth. We had a booth this year. We were raising money for Make-A-Wish Chicago. We were doing a couple different raffles each day. So I helped out there for a little while. And I ended the day hanging out with my friend Lauren and her friends, and we were just getting into the music, and we danced a little bit. It was very sweet. But what was it? This year they had things a little bit differently. Last year they had a DJ out in the main lobby, but this year they had like an entertainment stage. So they had different acts throughout the weekend. You know, each day just performing and doing their whatever. And so I actually got to see the Rocks Geek nerdy belly dance group. They were they're phenomenal. I had kind of like heard of them, but I never actually had the chance to watch them. So it was really fun to see them perform, and I was just wowed. They were fantastic. And then I also in the morning there was a performer called Klingon Pop Warrior. She was really cool. Basically what she does is she takes like, you know, pop songs and performs them in Klingon. She's like in full, you know, Klingon cosplay, and she's like incredible. So that was really fun to see her, because I had actually kind of run across her like a month or two or so online. So it was really awesome that she was there, and I got to see her perform. Yeah. But what was it? On Saturday, I kind of made the executive decision not to wear my screen accurate Peggy Carter shoes, because those kind of have the tendency to kill my feet. But I did, you know, still wear some like 40s, you know, vintage style shoes, but they're a lot more comfortable. You know, I've gone swing dancing in them a couple of times. So they were a little bit better for my feet, though. You know, even just a whole day on your feet in heels is gonna kind of kill them a little bit. But most of the time I've been like limping at the end of the day. But here I was walking a little slower, but I was still good. I could still, you know, walk fairly competently. At the end of the day on Saturday, I was running around for Pop Cult HQ, taking a lot of photos of people's cosplays and stuff. And then I actually ran across a Captain America, and I kind of like freaked out because I hadn't seen a whole lot of Captain America's. So like, you know, he was nice enough to take a photo with me, and then I was like, okay, this is a little weird request, but can we have our dance? And he you know, because the dance that Peggy and Steve never got to have because he went into the ocean for all those years and froze. But he was nice enough to do that with me. So I got some nice video of that. That'll be going up soon. So I was just like, just that made me so happy. But yeah, so that was Saturday. It was a lot of fun. Oh, was it Friday? I went to the Diversity in Cosplay panel by that Papa Bear and Sharstar and Moog Cosplay and one other. So they were just talking about how it's important to have cosplayers that, you know, have diversity in cosplay, kind of just asking, you know, answering people's questions. So I did take some notes from that, and I took some video of that. So I will hopefully get an article up on that in the next like couple days or week or so, depending on how my schedule is. And then so yeah, Saturday I kind of just popped in and out of a couple panels. One was like cosplay makeup, just because I kind of just it just interests me because my makeup skills are very basic. I kind of learned a little bit of makeup just for the purposes of cosplay. So it was a lot of stuff that I already knew. It was a very much an intro to makeup kind of thing, but I still picked up a couple of things, and then I popped in on another like prop building or prop building for cosplay panel. I actually kind of came in late, so I probably missed a lot of the good stuff. But for the little bit that I did see, I I learned a couple of things. So yeah. No, what was it? Sunday. Oh my gosh, Sunday was the best. I finally got to wear my Supergirl cosplay. I had been wanting. I'd been waiting to wear that thing for all weekend. I did kind of a soft test of it the weekend before at the King County Cougars game with some of my other cosplayer friends, where we were helping promote the convention, just to kind of, so the first time I wasn't wearing the complete costume for an extended period of time was at the convention, and it was a good idea because, one, I learned how comfortable and how much I love my wig, how wonderful that wig is. Yeah, that was a really good purchase. Believe it or not, that was one that I got off of eBay. So I had a couple that I was going between. I just got that one, and it's like I could wear that like any day. It looks really good, and it's completely comfortable, and I love it so much. And it's just so soft. I was wearing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so soft. This almost feels like real hair. But yeah, so that was a good purchase. And it kind of like it got me used to wearing a cape because I haven't had any cosplays with a cape before. But yeah, so it was really good. Oh my gosh, I had such a blast. Just being Kara, because we really are kind of the same person. I've been saying that a lot, but it's so true. And I just, oh my gosh, I was so punny that day. I was just like, super. I feel super. And just like flying puns, and it was great. I for a while I hung out with my friend Laird of Cosplay. He was in his Green Arrow. So both in the Arrowverse, DC universe. So we hung out for a while he was waiting for his Black Canaries, his Black Canary and his White Canary friends to show up. So that was really good. Let's see. Then I found my friend Lauren, who was doing Raven, and I hung out with her and her Teen Titans group the rest of the day. So that was fun because she would. I'd been wanting to do a cosplay together with her, so she said she was doing her Raven Sunday. I'm like, perfect. Perfect time that we can hang out in the same universe cosplay. We then kind of like got the the whole group together. There actually were a lot of us. We got our group together. We took some awesome photos together, both out in the lobby and then outside by the fountain. Let's see. Oh, yeah, while we were out in the lobby, I spotted a Flash cosplayer. I like freaked out. I ran over to him. I'm like, Barry, I found you. And we got some great photos together. It was awesome because he was just about as excited to see me as I was to see him. So we were like super friends. That was just amazing. The weird thing was I didn't see a fully suited Superman like the entire day. It was really odd because I saw a couple, several over the course of the other 2 days, but not a single one on Sunday. There were like one or two Clark Kents. So yeah, I was like, have to see him. I'm like, cousin, and yeah, so there was that, and I got some photos with those guys. But yeah, it was just so easy for me to be Supergirl because like our personalities are like the same, and it was, oh my gosh, it was the best, and I could just be my normal cheery self. And it it just kind of compounded. It was easier because I was having such a great time. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Was it? There were some little girls near the end of the day um, that wanted some photos with me. There were a lot of little kids, that wanted their photo with Supergirl. But these two were great. One was just like in a fully spangled and sparkly Supergirl costume, and when I get photos with the kids, I'll do do your superhero pose, hands on your hip, and she, without any prompting, she just popped into it. So she was awesome. I was a little surprised that the convention closed at 4 on Sunday, because usually it's open until like 5, but I mean, it's up to the convention, whoever runs the convention hour, what the exact hours they want to have it. But yeah, that just surprised me, because, we got done with our Teen Titans like photos and hanging out and just talking and stuff. And I went back into the vendor hall to talk with a vendor friend. And I was like, what time does the convention close? She's like, 4. I'm like, really? What time is it? Oh, dang! So I had to like sprint over to the other vendor hall, because they were kind of split into 2 areas to do one last thing, because they had like a Game of Thrones. And was it Comcast? Comcast, I think, that was sponsoring it. They had a like an Iron Throne from Game of Thrones set up, and then you could get your photo with it taken sitting on the throne all weekend. So I wanted to get a photo with that in my Supergirl. So I had to like sprint over to do that, and they were so I was one of the last couple of people to get that done before the convention closed. Another thing that I found a little odd this year was they were really like on people to get people out at the end of the day when the convention closed. They're like, you gotta get out, you gotta get out. Usually, we can at least hang out in the lobby for half an hour or so afterwards. But like this year, they were like hustling us out and stuff. Because I remember, like I know last year on Sunday, we were just hanging out in the lobby, taking photos, and such for like a good hour after the convention and stuff. So then, like, me and Lauren and her other friends, we just went over to the nearby Hyatt, and sat there for a while, and for about another hour and a half, before we finally left and headed home. But yeah, so overall it was I had a really good time. Oh, I forgot to mention, on Sunday when I was walking around with Laird, we went to Billy Boyd was one of the guests this weekend, and so and he Friday night, his band B-Cake had a concert. Unfortunately, I didn't go to that. I really wanted to, but I never got tickets, and then it's Friday, and you all know how that gets. But they had a booth in one of the vendor halls, in the smaller one by the celebrity autographs and all and such. But we came across the booth there, and so he was actually there with the other band members. It was nice because I had wanted to at least stop by his autograph booth, just to kind of like say hi and stuff, just kind of fangirl over him a little, because I'm such a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but not. So it was, yeah, I got to talk to him a little bit, tell him how much I love Lord of the Rings, how much it means to me, and how some friends and I are working on doing a gender bent cosplay group from Lord of the Rings characters and such. Yeah, that's a surprise for another convention. But yeah, so he was super nice. And then we gave his one of the members my business card for Pop Cult HQ, just to kind of make that connection and that contact and stuff. but yeah, so that was really apologies. I got some allergies. The temperature change is getting to me a little bit. But yeah, so now onto the stuff that I bought this weekend. I didn't buy a whole lot of things. Where the you're trying to figure out where the clock is? It's behind me in the kitchen. Why? Okay, Dan. But yeah, so this actually isn't something that I purchased, but it was given to me by another cosplayer. On Sunday, Laird and I, we came across another cosplayer. He was dressed as No Face from the anime. He's an anime character. So he was giving out these little chocolate gold coins. So that's actually something that the character does. So that was nice. The one that makes noise during the podcast. That's actually in another room. That's actually in the living room. So yeah, no, that's not the clock that's back there. But yeah, so something that I did. But yeah, so I didn't buy a whole lot of things because you just could get busy. I did take a couple of other cards, artist cards, just to, for future reference, to keep an eye on, look at their social media, whatever, see what other things to make, see if they're at another convention, but possibly buy from them in the future. But something I did buy was this blinged out Rebel Alliance pin from Fandom Flare. They had a couple that were all decked out and fancily decorated, and I was just this one that one spoke to me. And then I bought some stickers from Becca Whitaker. She had some she had some like pinup. She has a lot of pinup style art and stuff. So we got R2C2. We have pinup Ariel and Flounder. Flounder's giving her Aquanet. Har. Holtzman from the new Ghostbusters movie, and then Pinup Ray. I love that one. That reminded me of my bestie Whitney Wickham, who does a Pinup Ray, and it's fantastic. Actually, and I have one more thing. I will be right back. Sorry, I'm afraid to grab it. Okay. I knew right where it was, so I could go quick get it. My friend Nerdtastic, as I always mention, she had a booth, so I had to check her stuff out. She has some new perfumes, and she had samples so you could smell them, and these like really smell. Oh, cute, Dan. No pizza. I already had lunch. But so she had like a special deal. You could buy like three of the perfumes for so much. So I got three. The first one is Dragon's Breath. It's a mystical myrrh blend. It has yeah. So like all of these are fantastic. I love these. Genie of the Lamp, which is sandalwood and vanilla. And then spoilers. Doctor Who River Song. Alex Kingston was actually I guess there this weekend. David Tennant was supposed to be there, but he had to last minute cancel because of a family emergency. But yeah, the spoilers is fruit and floral bliss. So those will definitely be getting some heavy use from me because oh my gosh, they smell amazing. So yeah, it's more of Nerdtastic stuff that you guys need to go and check out. So yeah, like I said, I didn't buy a whole lot of things. Those were the couple of things that I did grab at the convention. but yeah, no. So just kind of some last minute thoughts on the convention. Like I said, it was really fun. I have to give Wizard World a lot of credit for how they handled the whole cancellation with David Tennant, because it literally was last minute. You know, people got there Thursday or Friday or whatever, and there were signs throughout the convention center saying that he had canceled. So everyone who had purchased VIP tickets, photo op tickets, autograph tickets, they were like, what are we gonna do? So essentially what they did, everyone was going to be getting refunded starting Monday. But then all of and I believe photo or autograph people, they had the option of switching those purchases to another celebrity who was there. But then for the VIP people who had purchased, David Tennant specific VIP passes, essentially what they would do, they were getting their entire pass refunded starting Monday, but they would still have access to the convention all weekend. But then they would still also have all of the VIP benefits, so they could, go faster in autograph and photo lines for other celebrities, special seating areas and whatnot. And then Wizard World was also giving them passes for either another convention or for Wizard World Chicago next year. So I feel like they really went above and beyond what they needed to do. That was really big of them to do that, because obviously there was nothing they could do. Family emergency is a family emergency. But yeah, so I think that was really generous of them, and I think they handled it really well. But yeah, so yeah, and then kind of, I don't know, one of the negative, not so positive things. There you go, Dan. There's the clock, if you can hear that. One of the negative things is kind of on the entertainment stage. They had Kato Kalin hosting that stage there. I didn't really know who he was. I kind of had to go look it up when I got home on Friday. But I heard some not so great things about him. I don't know. I know at some point he was acting very misogynistic towards some women. He had some women in skimpy costumes up on stage, and they were twerking, and just it made you raise your eyebrows a little bit, especially for a convention that's supposed to be family friendly. So I think next year, if they're gonna have this entertainment stage too, they should, I don't know, maybe get someone else. It was a little cringy. It wasn't anything that I saw, but it was not good. Yeah, it's not needed. And I did hear that he was a little nasty towards some other cosplayers and their costumes and stuff. So that's really not something you want if you want people coming back to your convention, especially since this is such a big convention. I believe it is their Wizard World's biggest convention because it's 4 days. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, and it's a big, it's not good. But I mean, personally, me, I really didn't have any negative, negative things happen to me this weekend. It was a very positive weekend. I just got to hang out with some friends that I haven't seen for a while. Some friends that I've been meaning to hang out for a long time. And yeah, it was really good. I'm always impressed with everyone's cosplays. But yeah, I'm actually going to be making some changes to my Supergirl. This one was actually one that I had purchased from Cosplay Sky, and I am super happy with it. I love it to bits. It fits perfectly. If you're gonna order from them, I highly recommend that you do the custom measurements. It's so worth it. But just personally for me, I wanna make my own Supergirl cosplay. That's just how I am. I have to make everything and do everything the hard way. And I had originally wanted to have my made one for this convention, but just between my learning to sewness and stuff, it wasn't going to get done. So, and it had been long enough. I've been wanting to do this cosplay since the beginning of the series, so I was just like, you know what, I can order it. But yeah, so I'm gonna make one. Yes, Dan, it is true. So yeah, I'm gonna be making my own. We'll see how long that takes. I will definitely be needing some help from various friends in a certain aspect. One friend's already given me some little help, just kind of pointing me right direction and things to find. No, I'm not knitting, Dan. I'm not. But yeah, so I'm gonna be making my Supergirl. And plans are already in motion for C2E2 next year. It's gonna be a very busy weekend. I might already have a full costume roster for the weekend. We'll have to see. But yeah, so, and this is probably going to be my last convention for the year, just because I have, my half marathons coming up and stuff. So unless anything comes up, it probably will be my last convention. But yeah, so like I said, I did have a really good time. So you guys that went to Wizard World, Chicago, I'd like to know what you thought of the convention. What did you buy? And if you didn't, go to Wizard World, what other conventions have you been to? What did you wear? What did you buy? I want to know. Let me know. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.